which two is narrower than the following function? We're looking for a graph, or two graphs in this case, that are narrower than this equation here. Now remember that whether it's narrow or wider is determined by the A value. So your 5/6, your 4, your 1/4, your 2/7, and 7/2. This will be H and K, which will determine the location, and in this case we're not concerned about the location of the graph. We're looking at whether it's wider or narrow. The fact that it's positive or negative will just flip the graph, but it's not going to take effect on whether it's wider or narrow, so we're just going to assume that they're all positive to make it a bit easier. And there's two ways to be able to determine this. One is that you need to be able to memorize that if it's narrow, we're looking for a bigger number, bigger value than A. If it's wider, we'll be looking for a smaller number. So I'm looking for something that's bigger than 5/6. Remember, 5/6 is just slightly less than 1. So therefore 4 is bigger than 5/6. 1/4 will be smaller. 2/7 still less than 1. It will be much smaller. And 7 divided by 2 is 3 1/2, which is bigger. But the other way of doing it is just kind of think of that as the slope, which is not, in this case, is the A value. But we can go back to the same concept that we learned before. And the first one, let me make this a little longer. The first one is up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to the right 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're looking one that's narrow. Letter A is up 4 and to the right 1. So therefore, if you notice, this one is going to be narrower. Letter B is up 1 and to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's going to be wider, so that's not it. Letter C is up 2 and to the right 7. That's going to be wider as well. And letter D is up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and to the right 2. And that one's also going to be wider than the original. So your answer is letter A and letter D.